Hi there, how are you today? Diana from Adirondack Girl at Heart. I wanted to share some of my recent vintage finds with you. And I'm gonna follow some advice that one commenter left me on my YouTube channel, and that was to move a little bit faster through my finds. So I'm gonna try to do that. We hit a few garage sales and estate sales this past weekend and found some cool stuff. So this is the first item I wanted to show you. This is an ironstone canister, missing its lid, quite old. I have not checked the date yet, but I'm going to say in the mid 1800s. And this piece would have likely been made for the English market because Americans prefer white ironstone. This piece is, the pattern is called lobelia, and it was made by G. Phillips Pottery, which is a new pottery to me, so I'm looking forward to finding out more about that. The other thing is that this is Flow Blue. So Flow Blue is transfer wear pattern that is purposely made kind of really dark cobalt blue and fuzzy like this. And you can find it in other colors as well, but blue and white are the most popular, although the prices for Flow Blue have really dropped incredibly in the last 10 or 20 years. I bought this because I'm going to write about Flow Blue and ironstone. It's got some definite condition problems, some really big crazing and some browning, but I think in my antique booth I could still sell this in the $20 to $25 range. And at the same place I picked up a little cup, also by the same company, in lobelia, and also has condition issues, but super pretty and quite old. This little cup I would sell for probably around $10. And then the last piece I got at the same sale was this little Flow Blue dish, and it's called Monmouth. That's the pattern, which is some trailing leaves there. And the company is called New Wharf Pottery, another new one for me. This is an ironstone. This is more typical China pottery, but it is also Flow Blue, as you can see how the blue is flowing. Okay, some other finds include this bag of photographs, black and white photographs. There's probably, I think there's about 100 in there, and the bag costs $1. So I'm probably going to sell some, scan some, and use some for projects. If I was selling these in my booth, I'd probably sell them around 3 for $1, something like that. These are not super old, 1940s-ish, 30s and 40s. There are some cool shots of cars from that period and people standing next to their cars, which was very popular. Those are probably worth a little bit more. Picked up 2 cookbooks. This one is called Best Food from India. Cookbooks sell super well for me for my antique booth for $10 and up. I will likely put $8 or $10 on this little one, this little unknown cookbook. I will sell more valuable cookbooks, $20 and up, on eBay, where they do sell well. And the second cookbook I got is the Good Housekeeping Cookbook. This, of course, would have come with a dust jacket, which it's lost, but it still will sell in the $10 range from my antique booth. This is a cool find. When I first saw this, I thought, oh, it's a Scrapbook of Birds. And what it really is someone's sort of deep thoughts about birds. It's typewritten, and then it has these cut out pictures of the Birds that the author was talking about. And people love birds. Bird watchers love books about birds. And so I think this is going to do well. I'm going to do some research on eBay. In my booth, I would put at least $20 on it, but it may be going for higher on eBay. So I'm going to check that out. I also picked up this really, really nice mirror. At first glance, I wasn't sure that it was old, but then looking at the back, at the nails and the style of the easel, yes, it is older. And I'm gonna say like 1930s probably. And it's unique because it sits on a dresser and it's in really good shape. It says $4, but I did get it for $3. And I will price this in the $35 range, I think. I picked up two paintings that I would call in the folk art genre. I love art, and I especially love folk art. I picked these up at an estate sale. The painter is Margaret Maroney. I'm reading on the back. She painted this in 1974. I think it's a copy of a well-known painting. I'm not sure which, but I just thought it was really charming. So I paid $3 for this, and I may paint the frame black. And depending on how everything looks after that, I will probably price it around $35 in my antique booth. I might try it on eBay just to see how it does. She also painted this cat. Also, I thought very charming. I really liked the color, this background pink with the yellow of the cat. And I either really like the frame or I really hate it. I'm not sure which. Also $3, also likely in the $35 range as far as value goes. So the last few things I picked up were some toys. I picked up Cyclops from X-Men, and this is Sabretooth, also from X-Men. I was super interested to see how they might do on eBay, which is where I typically will sell vintage toys if I pick them up. They are from one's 1993, the other's 1998, I think. They might both be 93. Anyway, they're going for about $10 on eBay right now. I may bundle them together and see how they do. I may wait to get closer to Christmas. I'll have to think about that. They're in really good shape, and I paid 50 cents for each of them. I also picked up this baby doll, not because I'm planning on selling it. I'm just reading the back, which I can't read. Just to see if there's a date on there. There isn't. On Etsy, I've seen these really cool vases and candle holders made with doll heads. You fill them with cement, and I guess that would be a one-off, right? Because you'd have to cut the doll head to get it out. Anyways, 50 cents just to see if there's a project that I could make with that. And then the last thing I picked up were 6 vintage cars. Oops. I picked up 4 little Matchbox cars. There's a Jeep, and 2 of the larger size old-fashioned cars, and a truck and an old-fashioned Matchbox. And what I do with these is at Christmas time, I will put a tree on top. I wrap it with baker's twine. Sometimes I put a hanger on them. Sometimes I just leave them as they are without the hanger. And I sell these at a annual Christmas craft show that I do every year at the local Shaker Heritage Society. And I sell these for $6. And I sell the larger ones for $8. If this were an actual antique or vintage car, I would sell it for $10 to $12. And I have directions on how to do the tree tying on my blog. And that is the end of my finds for today. I hope you enjoyed seeing them, and as always, happy hunting.